Hey guys, so I want to share a lesson talking about local SEO for therapists that are trying to market very specific local services. In this case, we're going to use the example of dry needling in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm going to show you what I've started with. I'm going to show you how I grab more keywords and then how I start to build out what's called a content silo. So a content silo basically has your primary target page, and then it has supporting pages under it that have links pointing to the primary target page. Let me get into it. So behind me on the screen, you can see I'm inside my Google Search Console account. I'm going to go to search results. Now, you're not going to have this information yet, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a page, Jacksonville. So this is any domain on my website that has the word Jacksonville in the URL. And what you can see is I kind of started putting out content around June 15th. Today is July 27th, so we have about a month and a half worth of time. If I scroll down, you can see the related queries. If I go all the way down, you guys can't see it. It's behind my video, but there's 48 keywords here. So let me expand this to show 50 results. Now, I started with just a single page. The single page was dry needling, Jacksonville, Florida, which is this keyword right here. You can see total impressions, 361. But remember, that's a local keyword. Then what happened was once Google came, indexed the page, started ranking that, it was ranking on page 3 or 4 of search results. Google automatically found related search queries. But some of those search queries are specific enough, different enough for me to create my own dedicated pages. So here, for example, you can see we have dry needling neck, Jacksonville, Florida. Trigger point, dry needling, Jacksonville, Florida. Certified dry needling practitioners, Jacksonville, Florida. So we have multiple opportunities to create more content, all of which is going to point to the primary keyword page, dry needling, Jacksonville, Florida. And just so you can see what this looks like, let me highlight that, Control C. Now I'm here in Ohio, but if I do a quick search, I'm going to show you this in 2 forms. You can see that I'm averaging still down on page 23 over the last 28 days. But as I scroll through, we've got these 3, which have been the primary leaders while I've been working on this keyword. We've got a couple other local clinics, local providers. Once I get down here, revision. So this is Michael. He's the main one that I'm trying to help with this project. Let me see. I'm still not showing up. That's okay. What I usually like to do, let me do Control F, choose PT. Let's see. Oh, okay. I must have scrolled past it. So basically what you've got is you've got the map, you've got the 3-pack, then we go to get into organic search results right below it. And I am the first result, which would have been on page 2, but result number 11. You can see related searches are dry needling near me. That's going to be a target keyword that I'm going to work on. But for right now, this is where we're showing up. Okay, let's jump into the rest of the training. So I published this article. This was the first article that I published. I'm going to copy the URL. I'm going to open Google Keyword Planner. This is a free tool. Let me go back. I clicked on the wrong one. And so what you can do with this, as soon as you publish a page, you don't even have to wait for it to get indexed. You can click the start with a page. You can type in the URL. You can say only this page and get results. And this will show you how many keywords Google is identifying as possible keyword ideas from that page. And if you look down here toward the middle, you can see I've got 473 keyword ideas coming from this page. It's arranged by relevance right now. As you can see, dry needling near me, dry needling therapy. The main ones, that we're going to look at targeting, like trigger point therapy. None of these so far say anything specific to Jacksonville, but like dry needling for back pain nationally shows 390 searches per month. What I can do is I can come up here, click on the United States. I can go into the specific location of Jacksonville. I can remove the rest of the United States. I can save that. And now let's see what kind of numbers we've got. So we've got 390 locally in Jacksonville, 390 searches for dry needling, 90 for dry needling near me, 40 for dry needling therapy. So none of these are particularly high search volume. We do have 2,400 just in Jacksonville for physical therapy. That's an opportunity. The rest of them are 10 or less. That doesn't mean that nobody's searching for it. It just means that, there's just not going to be that much traffic. We can also see here on the far right, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, but it's the high-low bid for ads. So if I wanted to run paid traffic, right now I've got paid traffic going for dry needling nationally. But if I wanted to target the Jacksonville market, it's going to be more expensive per click, but I could do that. You can see here, like this one's down as low as 14 cents. That's needle therapy. So, okay. So we're getting information. Going back to this Google Search Console, what I basically do is I can export this list to Google Sheets. I click, I go export to Google Sheets, and then it gives me, I'll show you because I've already done this. It gives me a list of all the key terms that are showing up for that. So let's open this up. Now, the ones that I've highlighted in green, these are articles that I've already written. I include the URL because I interlink those articles back and forth to each other. So I've got one for trigger point, dry needling, Jacksonville, Florida. That is an identified keyword that Google recognizes that I wrote an article about. Let me show you what that article looks like. We'll jump out to it real quick. So here's the article, Understanding Trigger Points. What is dry needling? Dry needling for trigger points, dry needling procedure, find dry needling services in Jacksonville. I've got some pictures of Michael since I'm targeting Michael primarily. Got the normal information you would find. I don't know. I don't think I added. So here is the link. I'm going to highlight it. Here is the link that points to the main target page, which is dry needling in Jacksonville, Florida. I've got an embedded map. So this is going to help with the geolocating, help the Google algorithm. I've got information about rehab health services with a link to Michael's website. So I've tried to optimize this the best I can I've got embedded videos that are Michael's videos. While I'm not overtly marketing Michael's clinic, I'm pretty much doing everything I can to point people that direction. And then the other one I wrote today, this one about dry needling for back pain. This is another one, does dry needling help back pain? We've got our table of contents. These are jump links on page, introduction. Now this one's not Michael's video, but it was a video that had specific information related to dry needling and back pain. We've got this link, which takes you to the trigger points article that's related to this. So all three articles should be linking to each other in some capacity. Then here, if you click on search our Jacksonville provider directory, what that does is it takes you to a page that will list all the dry needling providers in my directory in Jacksonville, Florida. What do you know? Michael's the only one. So this is kind of the way we start to build out this silo. But the stuff that you guys are most interested in is first you publish that article, because that article is going to be the seed that you plant to get the rest of the information that you need. Once you've planted that seed, you've given it a little bit of time, now you can start to get the rest of these identified keywords that Google recognizes. Dry needling for migraines, Jacksonville, Florida. So I will start to build articles for each one of these. Now, here's a cool thing. What I'll do is in the next video, I'll show you how I build articles that train ChatGPT 4 to make sure that we have the best quality information. uses your own voice so that it doesn't just seem like it's scraping other websites and taking other content. It's unique to you. It's trained on professional data. It really gives you the best opportunity to put the best piece of content in front of your audience that you can. Let me show you that in the next video.